So you've got acne. Same. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 pimples. 3 months ago, they were forming a village on my face. In this video, I'm going to show you the steps I've taken to transform my skin. Hi everyone, welcome to part 1 of my acne clearing journey. It has been 3 months since I started this journey, and I filmed along the way so that I could bring you guys with me in case some of you guys are going through a similar experience. A little background on my skin before I jump into those clips. I have dry skin, acne prone, and it wasn't bad until around the summer. I took a product that really just my skin did not like, and it went from just being like a few pimples here and there to cystic acne. You guys, at one point, I think I counted that I had like 20 some pimples on my face. I had more pimples than I had years on my life. Like that's bad. Now, I'm not someone who's embarrassed by pimples. Me as a teenager, oh my goodness, like it ruined my day. As an adult, I didn't really care, especially since I really only get like hormonal acne, and that kind of cleared up within a week. So I wasn't too stressed out about it. I was like, that's just my skin. Like I don't really need to do anything special. And then August comes around and it got to a point where I just didn't feel good. Like I would look at myself and I would be insecure, and this hasn't happened to me, like I said, since I was a teenager, and I'm 26. I would want to put more makeup on. I didn't want to be on camera without makeup on. Even during one of my self-tanning videos, like when I was showing you the before, like before I applied the self-tanner, like I put foundation on my skin because it looked so bad. I took the foundation off, and when I applied self-tanner to my face and came back on camera, it's like very noticeable how bad my acne was. And that was before the summer. Like that clip that I just showed was before the summer happened. However, that went away within like a week and a half. In the summer, that kept happening to my skin and it wasn't going away. They were just accumulating. Like if I got rid of a pimple, another pimple popped up right next to it. And they would just keep multiplying, and I didn't know what to do. So original thought was to go to dermatologists. I've been to dermatologists in the past, and they kind of always say the same thing. Just stop using the products you're using. Do this, not that, but they never gave me a recommendation. They also never like extracted anything from my face. Now my theory is that it was going more towards dermatologists focused on like skin cancer and not so much acne. So my sister told me about this esthetician that was pretty far from me, but she was an acne specialist, and that's what I needed. So I drove all the way out there and I went for my first appointment, and that's kind of where our story begins. So I'm gonna jump over to those clips. I'll be popping in here and there to fill in some gaps that are in my video. But we will jump to the past and, per usual, jump to the future, and we will talk about my skin. Hey everyone, so I am on my way to my skin appointment where she's going to hopefully extract some of the acne out of my skin. I was trying to read what this actual appointment was, but if you've been watching me for a while, sorry you can hear like all the noises in my car right now. I have been struggling with my skin for the last month or so. I've never had like perfectly clear skin, but I did test out a product that broke my skin out really badly, and it's just never been the same. I have cystic acne now, and I've never in my life had cystic acne, so I'm hoping she can help me out. So this is after. This is what we are looking like, and what we did was like an acne treatment, end it with a hydrofacial to, you know, put some moisture back in my skin. But let me just show you guys what I picked up, because this is the line that she recommended for my acne. In that clip, I was mentioning that she recommended some products, and you guys, I picked them all up. The whole thing was like $150. If you know me and know the products I've been reviewing, I've bought one product for over $150. So I was more than happy to buy the whole line if this meant clearing up my skin. Also, in my head, companies design products to go together, so it would all work best if I just bought them together. So first product that we picked up was the Ultra Gentle Cleanser. Love this cleanser, does not dry out my already very dry skin. The next product that she recommended was the Moisture Balance Toner. Now they have a few different toners. This is the Face Reality line. They have a few different ones. I love this one, the Moisture Balance. Like I said, dry skin over here. I need the moisture. Now, I also needed a serum that would help me like keep the acne at bay. So I picked up the 8% Mandelic serum, and I think I just picked up the 11% last time I was there. I haven't started using it yet, but I've been using the 8 ever since the start of this video. And the other acne product I picked up was the 2.5% Acne Med. This is the really low percent of the Acne Med. At first when she said the 2.5, I was like, girl, you do not know my skin. My skin's determined to give me acne, but she wanted me to try this one out because of my dry skin, and it's done the job. Like, I have not needed to get a higher dose of this. I didn't even need a higher dose of the Mandelic, but in my head I was like, that's gonna help me get rid of dark spots. I actually want the high one. She was like, no, you can go one up, but you're not going to. She keeps me at bay there, because in my head I'm like, the higher the strength, the faster this goes away, and I know that's not always true. And then we picked up the Hydra Balance Gel. This is really good if you have oily skin and you're going through this acne treatment, because you probably don't need as much moisture as me. This was nice. However, the last time I was there, I did pick up the Clear Derma. This is another, it's a lotion versus this is a gel. Y'all, this is so moisturizing, because when I apply it to my face, if there's any left over, I put it on my hands, and my hands are just so soft. I use these together. I put the gel on, then I put the lotion over it. But I will definitely keep picking up the Clear Derma lotion. This thing is great if you have dry skin. So at the end of that appointment, my face was just a little bit red. We did some extractions, and let me tell you, I was not prepared for the feeling of an extraction. If you've ever had one done, you completely understand. It's like they poke into your skin and just like pull it out of it. It's quite the feeling. And I had a lot of pimples, especially on your chin. Like, the cheeks didn't hurt as much, but the chin, since there's some bone there, you're like, oh. Then we did high frequency, which is kind of like it zaps all over your face. You put this cloth over. Love high frequency. If you have acne, get high frequency done. It's supposed to help with bacteria and getting rid of it and preventing more pimples. She did some light therapy and, you know, exfoliating and all of that kind of stuff. So very focused on clearing up the acne at this appointment. The recovery was super easy. The next day, my skin looked normal. So you don't have to worry about getting that procedure done and like you looking crazy the next day. Then it was time for my next appointment. I saw online that she had a dermal infusion, and I was like, I want to test that out. So then I went to her and got dermal infusion done, and I'll play the clips from that part of the video. It has been a month since my last appointment with my esthetician. This is what my skin is looking like. I did take a video before I left today so we can kind of get the same lighting. I tried taking it in the same place of my house around the same day, so everything's kind of like very accurate. But I am so excited to see what we're gonna do today. I'm in for like a custom appointment where she takes a look at my skin, and then we go from there deciding what we want to do today. So I'll be back in like an hour and a half, and I'll let you guys know exactly what we chose to do. I just got out of my facial. It took around an hour and a half. I did microdermal infusion, and we also did some extractions, and she didn't do the, I think it's called dermaplaning today, because of the extraction. She didn't want there to be any like bacteria and stuff gliding around my face. So instead we did high frequency. For the microdermal infusion, she used vitamin A, niacinamide, the Mandelic serum, and a few others, and that's what she was like needling into my skin. She said it's really good for collagen. I personally asked for that because I saw that they posted it on their story and it looked really cool, and I want to try it out. So extractions, we did some of that, the high frequency, and then they always put like a nice mask on your face and do some light therapy as well. And I just picked up a higher dose of the Mandelic. I picked up the 11% last time I had the 8%. I love it. That's my favorite product so far. Now, I think dermal infusion is amazing. It made my skin so glowy. It did get a little bit, I don't want to say crusty, what's the word? Flaky, because you're putting little nano needles, so as it was healing, it got a little bit dry, but nothing compared to the peel that's about to come. So I would say within 2 days, the peeling was done, and it was only in certain spots, not like your whole face was peeling. Oh, you guys, I will go get dermal infusion done any day. She infused my skin with things that would help with acne, niacinamide, all of that, and truly it helped clear up my skin. Like, I did not get another pimple from that day on. If you guys have an esthetician around you, I would talk to her about it, especially if you're on the same journey as me and you're kind of like, I wanted her to infuse, like literally no topical, infuse that stuff right into my skin. Tell it what to do. Like, you're clearing this all up. You're not growing back another pimple. Like, we're clearing it out, and I really think it helped because, as I mentioned, I didn't get another pimple from that day on. Now, my esthetician did mention that it takes 60 to 90 days for your skin to kind of like purge everything from underneath, kind of like starting from like a clean slate sort of. And when you already have acne, the goal is not necessarily to get rid of that pimple, it's to prevent more from coming in. And that's where my brain was wrong in the beginning. Cause I was like, oh my gosh, let me clear this pimple. And then another one pop up. I'm like, what the heck's happening? Like, no, we want, okay, you have that pimple. That sucks. Now let's just make sure we don't get another one because that one will be gone within like a week. So like, let's just focus on everything else instead of like hyper focused on that one pimple and nothing else. So really love dermal infusion. It made my skin brighter, added some moisture back in. Now going into my third appointment, which I think what, 30, 34, is going into 90 days, my math there. So I'm heading into 90 days towards my third appointment. And at first I was like, I want to do microneedling. I heard about microneedling. I'm kind of having a thing about my age right now. Like I'm not old, but people are making me think I'm old. Like I don't think I'm old. And then you talk to one of your friends, they're like, we're getting so old. And I'm like, oh my God, am I old? I'm not 26, but and if you're 26 or older, you're also not old, so don't let other people tell you that you are. But I was like, microneedling, good for collagen induction, can get rid of any fine lines if I have any, but also it's really good for acne scarring and acne itself. So that's where my brain was in this thing. I wanted to get rid of acne scarring. So I head on over to my third appointment and we will discuss my third appointment after I show you these clips. Okay guys, this is my third visit and I think we're gonna do microneedling today. My skin is looking so much better. You guys remember this pimple right here? It was like purple and raised and hard and I was kind of concerned about it, but it's flat and it's almost completely gone. And the collagen induction therapy, microneedling, whatever you want to call it, is supposed to get rid of acne scarring and supposed to be really good for acne. So I'm very excited to try that out today. I think that's what we're doing. I could show up and she says, your skin's not ready for that. My esthetician is very good because she tells me when my skin's ready for certain things. Like I wanted to I have all the stuff to get rid of acne and I wanted the products to start with like anti-aging. She's like, let's just clear up with the acne and then we can swap over our products to anti-aging and do it kind of like that instead of just, you know, blatantly moving on because my skin is doing so much better. I don't really have any like active pimples, which is great. We made it. Okay guys, we swapped up what we were gonna do. We ended up doing dermaplaning and a face peel. She said just to give it one more time just to make sure I have no active acne when we start. She said we could have started, but she recommended just doing one more and I agree. She has not steered me wrong, so I'm sure she knows what she's talking about, but my face is just red right now because I just got the peel done like 10 minutes ago. But yeah, this is what we're looking like so far. Good morning. It is Sunday and you guys, my face is looking a lot better. I mean, still red. This side's a little redder than this one, but she did mention that I had a lot more dry skin on this side. I am very happy about that, but look, it looks like I got like a suntan around my eye. Okay, so this is a very impromptu update, but we are 3 days post skin peel and this is what we are looking like. We are flaky. We are a little bit of frosted flakes happening on this face, but I wanted to point out this, like look at my forehead. It's clearly all going to peel off, but I was like so scared. I was like, you ever see those masks where it's like they turn you into like a grandma looking face? Like that's what's happening here. Like I'm just waiting for all of this skin to like just peel off. My chin was peeling today. It feels itchy around my eyes, like right in this area. So you guys can see it's kind of like bubbly. And I guess in the next few days, that's going to scrub off as well. But I wanted to do an update in case no one has done like a professional peel. I've done a regular peel and this did not happen like one that you can like buy on your own, but professional one is some serious stuff. Like you guys look at my forehead. It looks so weird and like I have wrinkles and I don't. That just needs to like peel off. But yeah, that's our little update for right now. I really want to bring you along on this journey. I've been really bad at updates. So here we are. Next time, microneedling. Fingers crossed. Essentially, my esthetician said, your skin is ready to go because you don't have another pimple. Dermal infusion, thank you. But she also wanted to do a peel and dermaplaning beforehand. Although my skin looked really good, she didn't want to test it because I guess sometimes with microneedling, it can like trigger acne and stuff in your skin. So she just wanted to make sure that everything underneath the surface was cleared out. So she said dermaplaning, and then we did a peel, kind of like the peel and chemicals can go under and just flush it all out, you know? So we did that. Oh my gosh, dermaplaning, your face is so bright and clear afterwards. So I got up to 2 levels of level 2 and then 1 level 1 of the peel. My skin's not that sensitive. I've done peels in the past, so I think like, you know, my skin knows what's up. Although I will say professional peels are a lot stronger and work a lot better than the ones you got at home, because it was literally like taking everything off, but it wasn't scary peel. Like you see some of those where people's face, you're like, ew. Like I didn't want that. Like it's almost Halloween, but I didn't want to look like that. It was just like little flaking here and there and just in some spots. And my skin's just nice and bright. And I'm gonna show before and after photos of my skin from the start to now. You'll see how much brighter it is, and partially do the dermaplaning because it takes the hair and like all that off your face, which just makes it a lot brighter looking. So I just showed you guys the photos of what my skin is looking like. And what I want to say is that although I have no acne, I do have acne scarring. So you might see stuff on my face, some dots, some purple dots on my face. That's not acne. There's no active pimples. Gosh, you guys, I don't know the last time I could have said that in my entire life. I don't know, probably before puberty, like 10 years old over here. And it feels amazing. And this is not to say I'll never get a pimple. Like I said, I get hormonal acne, so it might come around again, it might not, I don't know. She did recommend some products for me, such as this probiotic and some zinc that help with hormonal acne, and I started taking them like a month ago. So we'll see, maybe I won't get hormonal acne anymore. That would be amazing. But what I'm alluding to is that I'm not saying I'll never get another pimple again, but if we can just make it that it's like 1 or 2 pimples and not my entire face, like 25 of them, I will be forever grateful. This leads us to us trying to get rid of acne scarring. So if you're on this journey with me and you also have acne scarring, stay tuned because we've got some stuff coming. I'm determined to get rid of all this acne scarring. I now like to be out in public without makeup on. I feel pretty. I feel confident again. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be confident with pimples. Like I did not care, like I said, when I had a few. It's just started knocking my confidence here and there. And if I can do something about it, why not? So I want to let you guys know what I've done and maybe give you some tips and tricks and kind of like where to start, because I didn't know where to start. So for the acne scarring, I'm gonna start with microneedling, and then we'll go from there. If we don't see any progress, we'll probably change our plan up, but it'll be perfect because it'll be another 3 months, because you're supposed to do at least 3 months, like back to back, of collagen induction therapy or microneedling, whatever you wanna call it. And that's where you see the most improvement. She said for me, it'll be 3 to 5. You can do, I guess, a maximum of 6. So we'll go for as long as we need, but I'll probably give you an update in 3 months just to kind of like see where we're at, or if like something crazy happens, like we'll have a sooner video because I'm gonna keep you updated on all of this. But yeah, you guys, like this is my skin. So just know if you're going through this, you're not alone. I think some people feel like they're gross because they have acne, or people have said things like just wash your face. Well, guess what? I'm washing my face and it's still happening. Now what? Like, you're not gross, happens. Unfortunately for me, my cousins and I were all laughing about it because we said this is such a genetic thing, because every single one of my cousins has had horrible acne and it falls on my mom's side of the family. We're like, oh, it hit every single one of us on the way down. And it was nice that I grew up with people you could talk to about it, but if you were the only one in your family who's grown up with acne, and sometimes that does happen, people don't know how to help you because they didn't have it. So I'm here to give you some advice, tell you where to start. And if you guys have any questions for me, leave them in the comment section down below. I will be sure to answer them all because I want to help as many of you out as possible. Just know you are beautiful. You do not need clear skin to be beautiful. So don't forget to like and subscribe, follow my TikTok, and be sure to subscribe because you will see all my updates, skincare, self-tanning, all of that. If you love all that, subscribe because I have a lot of videos coming your way. And I hope you guys just all have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.